Hello, and welcome to the channel. Today, I bring some very grave news. We've lost everything. We have lost all of the progress we made on our Rome Total War campaign. Basically, long story short, I not accidentally, I did it on purpose. I uninstalled Steam. And before I did that, I forgot to relocate the folders that had all of our profile data and saved game data for the various games we've got on the platform. And yes, I uninstalled Steam. Basically, the library, I don't know, let me know if you guys have had the same issue in the past, but I've never encountered this before up until this point. I clicked on my library where all my games are located and nothing would come up. It was just a black screen. It would not show me any games, therefore I couldn't play anything at all. So I couldn't record any new episodes. It just wasn't showing anything in my library. I tried countless options and solutions and nothing worked. And the last resort that I opted for was to reinstall and uninstall Steam. And then on top of that, to repair and upgrade the operating system. Now, the uninstall of Steam didn't work. And turns out repairing and upgrading the operating system did. Now, as I said before, prior to uninstalling and reinstalling Steam, I forgot to relocate the game files. So it's all gone. It's all gone. Now, looking back at the series itself, I think we got to a point in our campaign where it wasn't a matter of, oh, are we going to conquer the known world? Are we going to get conquered by the Scipii? Is it going to be a challenging campaign from this point out? And I think the answer to that was no. We were going to completely conquer the entire known world, but we weren't going to get any... I think the biggest challenge we were going to have was the Scipii. The Egyptians proved to be basically completely and utterly useless. The Brutii were basically gone. Who else was left? The Thrace and the Britons. The Britons had 2 settlements left, of which were severely underdeveloped. And the Thracians had recently-ish gone to war with Armenia. So I feel like their hands were kind of tied up with them. Again, with Armenia, we were allies with them, so I don't think we were going to come to blows with them anytime soon. So I really think the biggest issue we had was the Scipii. And we saw on a couple of battles round Cirta that... even though the Scipii have some fairly superior units with their upgrades, it didn't seem to be that challenging. Now, I don't know if that was because of, our tactical supremacy, but I think it gets to a point in Rome Total War where you just kind of like steamroll through everything and everyone. So, again, it is unfortunate that we couldn't have a big grand finale getting possibly Tiberius or even Gaius Julius. What a way that would have been to finish the series, by the way. Gaius Julius to sit on the Roman Senate seat. But it is what it is. And yeah, there's not much we can do about it, unfortunately. I would like to have kind of done a kind of big grand finale video edits for the last episode. Quite a nice intro, quite a nice outro, just to kind of summarize and finish everything together into one complete package, but unfortunately we're not going to get there. It would have been nice to see I would have done some sort of map overlay where we could have seen the transition throughout the years that we had our campaigns across the known world, where we could see our empire grow and also kind of see where we had our rivals kind of, properly going against us, where we lost certain areas, some certain territories. Especially, I remember at the start of the series where the Greeks posed significant challenges. Now, fortunately, we did manage to plough through them, but I think our biggest challenge throughout this series would have been, was the Greeks for that matter, because the Greeks early on are very strong. Especially when you've got Primarian troops and you're going up against some elite hoplite units. They do prove very challenging. Now, as I've mentioned on a post on the channel, our last episode would have been yesterday. That was it. Today, it is the be-all and end-all of the Rome Total War series. However, that begs the question next. I need your help. We need to decide what to do next. Now, there was a slight bit of OCD in my mind where I would have loved to have actually completed a campaign, seeing as we only had the Roman families to use for the initial campaign map. once you've done those Roman families, in case you're unaware, you get to unlock all of the other factions, or most of the other factions. It would have been good to have that ability to select another faction if we were to go back and actually do it again. But let us know in the comments. Let us know what you'd like. We could either go back and we could choose another Roman family, yes, but I do also know a way of, I've seen plenty of ways in the past where you can edit the actual game files, which gives you access to other factions, especially that you can play as the Senate itself as well. But it would be good to have the option to play as the other factions, but again, let us know in the comments, because we can either go back to that, or what I had in my mind was to continue the Total War kind of franchise. So, and in order as well. So basically, the next game we could play, I believe, would be Medieval 2. Medieval 2 Total War. So that would be next on the list. However, I've had plenty of suggestions from all of you guys who've commented on this series for various other games of the same genre, but also games of different genres. So again, let us know in the comments. I'll make a summary list, and what I'll do, I'll either, if it's quite undecided of what genre or game to do next, I might do a little post which allows everyone who subscribes to this channel to select the game next that we could play, depending on what you guys suggest. But for the next 3 or 4 days, possibly even 5, I am going to be away. So there's not going to be any uploads over the next 5 or so days. Hopefully, depending on everyone's feedback on this channel for the next potential series, we could see a new episode starting this time next week. So hopefully this time next week, we've got a new series lined up. If there's not much engagement on the channel, I think we'll go with my suggestion of possibly just continuing the Total War franchise onto Medieval 2. Overall, I just want to say a massive thank you. The engagement and the support on this channel throughout the series has been massively overwhelming. It's been absolutely incredible. So thank you so much. If you have any ideas for the channel, again, your comments are always appreciated. Please do not feel afraid to comment. Please also like the videos as well if you are enjoying them. That lets me know that what I'm doing is actually sufficient for your entertainment. I always want to make sure that the entertainment value is there. When it comes to the video edits as well, when it comes to stuff like that, please also comment on that as well. I'm trying my best to kind of play around with what may feel right when it comes to the video edits, but that's not necessarily saying that everything I do is right. So please comment on the videos. Let us know what you think of the video edits, the actual kind of story that we bring with it. And hopefully we can carry that forward into whatever series we do next. Thank you so much for the continued support. I am very sorry that it has to come to an end like this. It is very unfortunate. Hopefully my stupidity can be avoided next time, but I really am sorry. It would have been nice to complete the campaign at least, but nevertheless, we are going to have to leave it there, everyone. Thank you all for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed the series. If you have, please let us know in the comments, like the video, and I will see you all in the next one.